Hello, I'm EnterElysium and we're back in Kerbal Origins. We've just got into orbit around Moho with our fusion drive craft. And we're going to do some science. So let's just get this. Space near Moho. Get the goo. There we go. Space near Moho. Now I've got 4 different bits for science. Each one is basically a duplicate of the other. It says the the graviton detector. There's also this, which is a gamma ray spectrometer, but it doesn't actually do science. It just displays where you can pick up different radioactive elements. So let's use the the dual technique magnometer. Magnets feel leaky, but surprisingly strong. Interesting. So Moho has a strong magnetic field. Well, relatively speaking. Temperature. I didn't bring a barometer because we don't have any atmosphere here on Moho, so that was rather sensible that we came to Moho. Let's get ourselves an EVA report. Tasty. And get back inside. We'll get a crew report. I actually got one previously in space high over. Now we're in space near. Now, I'm thinking there's space high over, space near, low, and landed. I don't know if low exists on planets without an atmosphere, though, so we'll see about that. Let's look at the laboratory. Ooh, it's getting 2.1 science a day. That's not bad. Let's do the research. Well, not the reprocessing. We don't need the reprocessing. We need the research. There we go. 2.1 per day. It's good science. Very good. Right, now we've just got to land this puppy. This is going to be interesting. Now, like I said, this weighs a lot. 125 tons roughly. I mean, 123.78 tons at the moment. And we've got these 8 landing legs to land it on. And they do give way at high masses and, well, weights actually, because it depends on the acceleration of the planet, blah, 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 from gravity. But yeah, okay. So we're coming into land now, and I spot, as I was about to start decelerating, this lovely flat patch. And while it may not be optimal to land quite so close to where you start your burn, we normally be landing about the horizon, I decided, what the hell, let's just burn really hard and land here, because this, flat, beautifully flat. If we just avoid that little dimple, which is a crater in what looks like a very old crater. So we're going to burn hard, we're going to land here. Now we're on high-speed acceleration here, because this is going to be one of those situations where you burn all the way down. Because while suicide burning at the very last minute, and then just whacking it on full blast is the most efficient typically, we have a magical fusion drive, which, when we're burning at a lower thrust, has a better specific impulse. So actually, and we're not really worried about fuel, so we can burn all the way down. And what I'm trying to do, mostly, is to try and get our surface horizontal speed minimal, because if we're going slightly horizontally when we land, it'll just keel over on top of like a couple of legs, and those legs will just collapse. We need to make sure we're going directly down, so I'm trying to make sure our horizontal speed is in the millimeters, not meters like it is now. It's 1.2 at the moment. I want to get it back down again. Preferably about under 400 millimeters per second, ideally. Ideally, it would be like maybe 100, because 400 is even a bit too much at that stage. So we just go back up again, just because we didn't really have enough distance to be able to cancel out our horizontal velocity. So now I've done that, and we're now on 300. Oops, it's gone up, going down, 100, 200. There, that's a good amount. It's under 100 millimeters per second now. So now we just have to make sure when we touch down, our vertical velocity is practically as close to 0 as we can. Because if we land down too hard, these legs will collapse. If we land down and we keel over, the legs will collapse. We need to make sure we're going perfectly down, and that the speed we impact with that's going, vertically is basically 0.1 or less. Preferably less. Because 0.2 will kill the legs, I almost guarantee it with this craft. I really should have actually put some physical object that sticks down, so that if they start to collapse, we sort of rest on it. Because the legs will take some of the weight, but here we go. 0.2, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4. Oh, need to get down. You can see our shadow there coming in quite nicely. But even this is too fast. This is 0.3, and we cannot impact at this speed. Now, with a chemical rocket, you'd be wasting fuel if you were sort of trying to inch down like this, but, you know, we've got a ridiculous specific impulse right now. Like, we're completely fine. There is no issue. Let's just drop it a little bit lower so we can... Come on, we need to go down another few meters. Like, it says 10 meters, but I'm not sure it's taking that. I don't think it's going to take it from the bottom of the craft. So, here we go. Come on. Comes like 2 meters to go. 0.4, 0.3, 0.2. Ooh, come on. Get it down. 0.1, 0. Touchdown. Oh, no, we're going up a bit. A bit too hard. There we go. Come on. 0.2, 0.1. Ooh. Okay, we're starting to keel over. Put the throttle up a tad. We're going to keel over. There we go. Throttle up a tad. There we go. We're righting ourselves because the throttle's taking away a little bit of the weight. Yeah, you can see we slightly impacted that side first. That's why the legs are throttled down to 0. And we are landed. Collapse the waste heat panels. And our waste heat is in... Yeah, our waste heat is fine. Put our ladders down. And let's get Jebediah out for an EVA. That was incredibly close. You saw us start to keel over there. The legs wouldn't have come back from that. So I'm glad we actually managed to throttle up a little bit and just take the weight off of actually taking off again. That was close. Next time, I'm going to build them differently. So let's grab our landed science. Seismic scan 500. It's actually got like activity in the core, which is causing a magnetic field. That's interesting. A material study 250. We'll keep that. Yeah, can't do the magnetosphere. Yep, that makes sense. I'll use that when we're actually in interstellar space, because we haven't done a magnetic research thing while we're in interplanetary space, because we haven't done a detection thing on the sun's magnetic field. So we'll make sure we get that. So gravity scan 600. Ooh, that is tasty science. It's good science right there. Right, and I think we're ready to get out. Oh, yep. No, we got to do the crew report. There we go. We can only have one. It's really weird. Like, you think a capsule could hold more than one crew report. Like, crew reports what? Like a page of paper or electronic whatever. Right, got to get Jeb down these ladders. It's very odd that you only have one crew report. But right. Oh, he's got stuck there. We're gonna have to take him off the ladder and hope he doesn't fall. I think he'll be fine if it falls. It's only 1/4 of a G. Oh, there we go. That was weird, but I think he's back on now. Now he's going to have to go all the way down. It's a fairly long way. All the way down. At least he's in the shadow, so he's not going to be, you know, a bit hot from the fact that the sun is very close and there's no atmosphere. So, you know, he hopefully won't overheat and die. We kind of need Jeb. He's very happy to be out. Oh, crap. He's taking advantage of stretching his legs to fall over. And... boing. I think he just enjoys the freedom after being cooped up in that capsule for, like, a month. So, let's just get the promotional shot. Trying to get the sun and Jeb. There we go. And the module itself. Beautiful. There's the promotional shot. So, just before we go back to the capsule, let's put our flag down. It's weird. It didn't work the first time I clicked it. Oh. Boing. Right, what to put here? It's number 9. It's the 9 plot arc, despite the fact this is now episode 10. Moho ho ho ho. It's near Christmas. I couldn't think of anything else. New technology works, which is surprising given the number of jam sandwiches that went missing while putting the fusion engine together. Many packed lunches were lost, so let's grab the sample. Ooh, 300. That's not bad. And waddle back to the... well, it's not really a module, or the vessel, I guess. Oh, and he managed to do it. Jumping on. Now these ladders have been tested on Kerbin, so we know we can actually get all the way back to the top. I'm still always a little bit iffy when we're doing, you know, this sort of climb, because if they don't manage to grab one of the rungs properly, we end up having someone left behind on a planet very near the sun, which is not a good thing. So let's jump inside now. We managed to do it. That was good. Now we've just got to wait until Kerbin's at the minimum transfer point again. So let's put an alarm on. We transfer window. We are going not Moho to Eve, we are going Moho to Kerbin. So select Kerbin. And I think actually we'll wait on the planet, so we want a decent margin. So not 5 minutes actually, let's go with an hour. Because we're going to take off and then immediately transfer, so we'll stay landed. Mainly because I think we'll get extra science landed. Let's check. 4.2 per day. Okay, yeah, we're definitely getting more science. That's like double what we got in orbit. I think the lower you are in orbit, the more science you get, and if you're landed, you get even more. So 4.2 per day, and we've got to wait 20 days. So we're going to get an extra 80 science. Which is not amazing. Considering the size of the module, it's not really amazing at all, is it? But, you know, it's not bad. It's not bad. So let's delete that and close our ladders and take off. Pop them open. Just checking there first if we could get science low over, but no, we couldn't. We can't. It just doesn't have an atmosphere, so that's not an option. So we've got one load of science still left. I think we'll probably use them when we're in orbit around the sun, because we've done high over, space near, landed, and then we've got one left. So we might as well do near the sun, especially since we haven't done the magnetic influence detection thingy. So burning up. And now I just want to burn at 0 pitch, so I'm going to try and just burn forwards rather than burning at the... Wait, why are we going down? With 0 pitch is like 30 degrees up, 40 degrees up. You're going the wrong way, module. What is going... Let's point me retrograde then, point me retrograde. Okay, right. And let's see if... Ooh, it's very pretty there, isn't it? Alright, let's point with prograde now. Close the landing legs because we don't need them. It's very serene. I really do love the lighting engine in this. It's a combination of it being a nice lighting engine with these parts and the artifact, and the second part about just the sort of gorgeous stuff you can have like this in space. I mean, it's not an amazing lighting engine. It's not physically real or anything. It's just the art, the way it looks, and the sheer like awesomeness of being able to have like a sunrise with your spaceship flying up into space. It just looks awesome. But right, we should be pointing at prograde now. But I've got the feeling we're still drifting, which is odd. Yeah, we're now drifting down from prograde. We should be pointing at prograde. Okay, we're drifting down even faster now. This is really, really weird. I have no idea what's going on. Capsule's working, it's got power, it's operational. Let's look at the laboratory. No? Why are we going sideways now? Like, prograde's up there. We're starting to go back now, I think. I'm having to push it now. I'm actually using the keys to try and get it to point prograde. And maybe MechJeb's just... No, we're going past prograde. Come on, down. I'm holding down like the pitch down key, but we're just still going up. Oh, I think I've slowed it. Let's come on, just trying to get us down. That went on for some time, and now you can still see we're spinning around wildly, and we need to do our circularization burn. So I'm just going to burn and hope we can burn long enough before we shoot past the prograde marker. Ooh, we seem to have stopped on the prograde marker. I think we're not spinning around anymore. I think we're okay. I have no idea what that was. I'm going to assume it was sabotage. So right, now we've got our interplanetary burn. I'm just going to set the marker up. A little while to go to it. It's the other side of the planet, so we've got like 18 minutes or something. 21 minutes. So we should be fine for that. But it's very weird what's going on there. I have no idea why. We were just drifting, and then like manual control was being weird. So let's look at the science now. There's no new science here. I have no idea what was going on there. Maybe we've been sabotaged or something. That's the only explanation I can see. I mean, if we weren't able to do our circularization burn, we'd have crashed and burned. Maybe someone's trying to kill Jeb again. Okay, why are we not pointing at the node? So let's turn it off. Okay, why are we spinning? Oh yeah, that's me doing the spinning, but for some reason we're still like oscillating backwards and forwards. We're on 8 times time acceleration now, and I have no idea what's going on. Like, I'm trying to set this point at node, and it's... Look, the node's over there! The node's over there! To the left! To the left! Right, I'm just going to do it manually. Okay, there we go. Why are we still spinning past it? I'm telling you to go the other way. Why are we going... We don't want to go that way. We want to go the other way. Why? Why are we going... I'm trying everything. I'm like, maybe the heat radiators are somehow doing something. I've closed them, opened them. It doesn't make a difference. Turning reaction wheels off, turning them on again. Doesn't make a difference. And I'm like... Right now, I'm trying to manually push it at the node marker, but it keeps like drifting off it, and it looks like a couple of my keys have been reversed. Like A and D seem to be doing the opposite of what you'd expect. Up and down don't seem to be having an effect, and it won't point at the node, and I can't get it to just stop and point at node. Like even if I turn everything off, it will still drift. No idea why. So let's exit and reload it. Let's see if that'll solve the problem. Maybe restarting the system will solve the sabotage. Put the second marker in. Maybe resetting the node marker maybe helps. Okay, right. No. It's taking us away from the node again. And spinning us around. And there's the node. Right, let's time accelerate and stop. That should stop any rotation. Let's just burn. Right, okay, we're drifting sideways. I'm going to manually counteract it this time. Come on. Come on. We need to do this interplanetary burn. We need to get it correct. Otherwise, we're just going to be lost in interplanetary space. Right. Come on. Right. Yep. Okay, hold it there. I'm having to manually control this because it's just spinning around. And it's starting to drift. And I'm having to counteract this drift and... Even turning the normal SAS on didn't help. That just kept us drifting as well. I think we have been sabotaged. It's the only explanation. But it seems okay now. We've got it. We've got the interplanetary burn. It's fine. From here on, we are completely dandy. There isn't a problem. And we're back at Kerbin. Once we've done that burn, we're fine. Now, we're going to go straight into the atmosphere and crash. Because I wanted to see what would happen. Yeah, the waste heat radiators act like solar panels. They break off in atmosphere. Although I was hoping for something more dramatic. But I do love re-entering craft. Oh, and the radiators are now like burning up and glowing re-entry effects. That's cool. But I was hoping that like solar panels they'd flake up and turn into like plates and so on, like the solar panels do. I love that effect. It's so cool. But radiators don't do that. Now, the one disadvantage is when we crash land this thing, we will be crash landing a fusion drive and a nuclear reactor, and there might be some cleanup needed. But I can't help it. Because, well, one, I wanted to see what happened to the panels. It was just cool. And secondly, I love re-entry effects. Sorry. Environmental cleanup will be needed just because I like blowing stuff up. Me and Jeb, we agree on that one thing, so... Reactor's been shut down because we've overheated. We've overheated because we were re-entering, and we had no radiators. So... Oh well, it's not like we really need the engine. Because we're not going to be slowing down using the engine. We have parachutes, and we're going to eject from the rest of the reactor and its housing. Now, there is a lot of hydrogen fuel left, so it's going to be a fairly impressive explosion. So, it's going to be interesting. I hope no one lives around here, because it might not be that safe to live for a little while afterwards until, you know, we replace all the topsoil. So, just going down. We have got drogue chutes on this top bit as well, so they'll open at 2.5 kilometers. So I'm thinking we eject about 2.5 kilometers, just because I want to watch the explosion below us. And it should be in load range if we eject then. So yeah, there we go, eject and parachutes. And there we go, let's watch it fall. It's got a long way to go, so we could be waiting a little while. Here we go. Any second. Come on. Hey! That made me happy. Hey! Yeah, we've just got to go all the way down now. And we've got more parachutes to slow us down. We're going 50 meters per second. We've got landing legs. And we've got a load more parachutes that should open at 500 meter altitude. So I'm thinking we're going to be fine. It's a lot of science. Open our ladder. Get ready to get out. Everyone's happy. We should have a bunch of science from the actual lab as well, because the lab made like at least 80 science when it was on the surface. We also had it going when we're in interplanetary space, and we had it when we're in orbit. So hopefully that's a load of extra science. Let's just speed up. Parachute should open any second. And okay, 50 meters. 40, 30, 20, 10, and open. There we go. We have all our parachutes open. We're going to be going down very slowly, and I think there might have been a design flaw with this craft. Can we? How much electric drive have we got? We can try and turn it over. No, let's try and swing it the other way. Let's even swing it over. And then use the torque to hold it upright. Oh, come on. Swing. No, I don't think we're going to manage it. I think we're going to have to make sure we just try and land carefully. We have a docking port and an SAS module on the bottom, so hopefully they'll cushion the impact. You know, I went to all the effort of putting bloody landing legs on this thing, and now we're just going to be going upside down. Hopefully it won't damage any of the science modules. That is my main worry, because they're like expensive. They've got lots of science on board. We lose them, I will be very unhappy. So let's just hope. Let's open the shield. I think that will help. Definitely. Like, it exposes the docking port, and that is springy and spongy, and, you know, should be fine. Maybe. Oh! Oh, it popped off. Okay, ooh. No, please don't damage the science. We're okay. Let's just get our seismometer, because we had 2 seismometers on board because I wanted to grab Kerbin's. Oh, it's only 15 for that. I suppose it is from Kerbin, but I was hoping because it's a high tier science thing we'd get more for it. Oh well. Yay! It's an interesting way to land. But a success! We have come back from Moho! Let's recover the vessel and see how much science we got. Oh, I can't wait to unlock the next thing. The next thing's like antimatter reactors. Awesome. Alright. Crew report, yeah, EVA, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Space high of the sun. Magnetosphere. I wonder where the science lab is. I want to know how much like data, research or sciencey points the science lab gave us. I can't see the science lab here. Well, maybe it's called something different. Am I just missing something really obvious? Let's just check again. Temperature scan, magnetosphere, material study, mystery goo, gravity scan, magnetosphere, material study, mystery goo, gravity, temperature, magnetosphere. I can't see the lab. How? That was meant to be generating science for us. Like, where does the science go? Like, Does the science not count in this bit? Do we just get the science anyway as it goes? Does it just go straight into the bank? Can someone, like, if anyone knows for certain, let me know in the comments, because I can't see the... Maybe I've missed the science, maybe it's on this list, or maybe it works a different way. Maybe it just goes straight into the bank. I have no idea. Now, let's unlock the... we're like 431 points short. That's really annoying. I really wanted this. I think it also upgrades some stuff as well. Maybe we should just unlock some lower levels, because I do want to complete, like, fully get everything on the tech tree. So, yeah, let's grab... Those parts would be useful. I guess we could do a probe core. That has the thermal jet engine, which might be cool. So we'll grab that. We'll grab that. What are these? That's boring. We'll grab that just for the nose cone, the large 2.5 meter nose cone, just because it doesn't actually do anything, but we'll have it anyway. We'll have that. It's got the mech jeb pod and I think a computer core. So we'll have that. And I think that's it for our science. So we've just got to actually get a load more science, and we're done. Awesome. Right, I've been EnterElysium, and this has been a successful Kerbal Origins. Stay shiny.